You know, when Netflix switched to the streaming model, right?
Mm-hmm.
The allure of it was I'm willing to pay if I don't have to have no ads. Just like YouTube. I got YouTube premium and I pay because I don't want the ads. I do not want the ads, man.
Make sure you put the D on that.
I do not want the ads. I got the bracelets, so ads, ADS, ads. Welcome back to another episode of Technically Speaking, where we break down tech news for everyday life. There's a lot going on, man. So let's jump to it, man. Let's jump to it. It is Technically Speaking, so we got to start with the tech news first.
The tech news that you can use.
The tech news that you can use. Now, open us up with this first topic. What we about to talk about right now?
All right. You know when companies get real big and they don't think about the little folk, right?
And you are always advocating for the little folk,
and
right?
I'm always advocating for the little folk, but you better share your password. Netflix right now is kicking users off their basic plan, and hey, you know what I'm saying? That's an unfortunate situation. However, is it thieving? If you don't use it, I mean, if somebody just lets you borrow your Netflix password.
After raising its subscription prices for its premium tier last year, Netflix is now planning on getting rid of its basic plan for subscribers entirely. Now, the company is continuing its password sharing crackdown and doing away with its $11.99 ad-free option. Now, that means the ad-free tier will now be limited to standard and premium. And as we reported with its previous price hikes, if you have the premium subscription plan, you'll be paying $23 a month in the US, with the lowest price ad-free subscription plan being $12 a month. Now, those tiers saw a $2 increase from their previous monthly tiers. Now, Netflix apparently saw a 70% increase in ad-supported subscriptions.
Now, here's the thing. Here's what hit me with that, right? You know, when Netflix switched to the streaming model, right?
Mm-hmm.
The allure of it was I'm willing to pay if I don't have to have no ads. Just like YouTube. I got YouTube premium and I pay because I don't want the ads. I do not want the ads, man.
Make sure you put the D on that.
I do not want the ads. I got the bracelets, so ads, ADS, ads. Oh, no Diddy, just in case.
Hit him where it hurts.
Hey, man, I don't want the. If I'm paying you, I don't want the ads, man. So, You know, you were saying something earlier, right? As far as like people sharing passwords and stuff like that. I'm wondering if that was part of the problem. Well, what you think, man?
So here's the thing. Everybody always try to find loopholes, right?
Always. The name of the game, baby.
Yeah,
I thought that's what you're
saying?
supposed to do.
But what I recognize is this. And you know, a lot of successful business people already factor that in to their business model. You know, think about it. When you buy a subscription of a platform, when we buy like a streaming platform like StreamYard right now, it automatically gives us 2 seats available. Because we know we're gonna be like, hey,
let me get one of them seats though.
Exactly, right? You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna be like, let me use your password. Because Zoom did it, right? Zoom was infamous for that because old folks was like, I don't like Genadine, let me go ahead and get about this login. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they still do it. So I think businesses model is already coming into that. However, Netflix, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Netflix isn't the same disc to consumer like they used to be, where you can get the disc in the mail and then ship it back off. No, them bad boys are actually doing studio films. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when you're doing that, you're on a whole different level. It's a whole different level. And it's like pay. I mean, like, but I'm also on the side of little people because Netflix goes up every 2, maybe 3 years. They like iPhones, right? They the iPhones of media subscription. Okay, a phone come out 7 years, come out $700. Next year, $800. Inflation is moving up. That means pricing and cost should go down. But if you keep going up, people gonna be like, oh, let me get it. Oh, you got a new this, let me get it. And I'm like, come on now, Netflix. Y'all stock is not hurting. Y'all stock is almost one of the number one stocks in the country right now, doing extremely well. And I'm sure your shareholders got passwords they sharing too. So in the same breath, keep it at least for 5 years. Keep it at a rate that people can enjoy your service and not break the bank. Because you know what? But what I always say, for every McDonald's, there's a Burger King.
There's a Burger King, so baby. I get it my way at Burger King.
You feel me? So whatever Netflix, Amazon Prime is kicking in, right?
Hey, but Amazon Prime is almost doing the same thing. No, they got ads too.
Yeah, but see, they advertise with that, bro. They started with that. You feel me? And their services isn't that bad. I mean, it's a little bit cheaper. You know what I mean?
True, and it's included with Amazon Prime.
They didn't start with that. You're right.
They did not start with that. They did. Tell you what, the first time I noticed the ad on Prime was I had to catch up on Invincible and The Boys, right? And in the middle of Invincible, a commercial came on. I'm like, what is this?
What is
this?
I can't get jiggy with this.
I can't get jiggy to these. I can't say that.
Yeah,
but anyway, I was like, what in the Samuel Jackson is this, man?
Right.
What?
And so I remember the email that came out.
What's good, Mr. Smooth?
What up, Mr. Smooth? I remember the email that came out. They said that was going to happen. And
I missed that email because I was totally surprised. I'm over here trying to get caught up on the last season of Invincible. And I'm like, what is this?
Right. But to go back to the Netflix situation is, to me, Netflix is starting to be like your boy. And I ain't talking about the one with the T. I'm talking about the one with the E. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I didn't know where you was going with this one. I did not know where you was going with this one.
Musk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now we talking about him in a little later because we don't want to jump over the place. But it's like, come on now, people. Netflix is a household name.
It is.
10 years ago, people were like, Net what? Okay, but now they were like, I got this blockbuster, homie. But Net what? Now it's like Netflix. They actually get to the point where they're building the studio out there in Texas. They're building the studio.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Netflix. It's a Netflix theater.
Now, I get why they're going for the ads because you talked about I think you talked about the investors and stuff, right? Or even the board. And when it comes down to it, you gotta maximize profit, right? And I do know ads come with the bags. You know what I mean? Ads come with the bags. So I'm like you, right? I gotta switch mindsets. My business mindset is like, I get it. Business wise, that just makes sense, right? I need the ads because I'm thinking the market is shrinking in commercial television the way we're used to seeing it. So it's like, okay, how else do we get that brand out there? Where are people living at? People are living and watching the streams now, right? That's where everybody is. So you got to meet the market where they are. And so I get that from a business perspective, but like you as a consumer and for the little people, I'm like, oh man, the whole reason why I was paying you was so I don't get no ads.
Right. And think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's like the people who put you in a place to win, they not winning no more.
For real. I mean, perfect point, right? Perfect point. The only reason why I still have it now, Netflix, is because my girl wanted it. If she didn't want it because of the shows she likes to watch, you be gone. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Shonda Rhimes, bruh, it'd have been gone. Cause you know that Bridgerton gets your boy every time.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, bro,
I haven't seen that one.
It's definitely you and your girl watch a movie.
I think I seen she brought that up to me at one point. You know, the last one that I saw that she made was When They See Us.
Yeah, When They See Us.
That was a good one, man. So what you think? You think Netflix gonna survive, man, after doing this? You think that
man, here's the thing. They gonna stay and we gonna pay. Let's just be honest. And now
they gonna stay and we gonna pay.
And now they're thinking about incorporating sports into their package. You know what I'm saying? Look, Paramount, y'all better not make that deal happen. Y'all better pay a little bit more so y'all can be able to stay without them. Because if Netflix gets the NBA and NFL, I'm canceling all these subscriptions. God
Hey, you know what? And that's the hustle, right? That's what the fight for the market is for, right? What can I do to get you to stay with me? Right,
yeah, man, for real.
So you said something earlier. You said Netflix is gonna survive, right? You said I think there's another survivor. We're gonna have to do something out of the ordinary. Typically, we don't jump to off-script topics until later in the stream, but I think we gotta make a little adjustment and go off topic a little bit sooner. There's somebody else I think is gonna survive too.
He's already survived. He's already surviving. He didn't got people who didn't like him love him. Like he's like, hey. But
Mitchie Smooth said, yeah, that's gonna bring in a new group of subscribers. I think he's talking about the sports subscription options that they have. Yeah, no, you're right. That'll bring them over. That'll be a game changer.
Especially in the fact that sports is about to start back up with the NBA Summer League, and then NFL preseason, and then NBA season preseason. I mean, Netflix, and they got an abundance of movies coming out. But you know what I'm saying?
You know what else is a game changer or was a game changer? This weekend. Not only was it your birthday, which was your birthday, by the way. That's when you finally became of legal age, right?
Yes. Plus 25.
But it was overshadowed. It was overshadowed by what? What happened Saturday?
The shot that was heard around the world.
Ooh, literally and figuratively, right? Yeah, that hell of a metaphor, man.
I do not condone violence. I want to start off by saying this.
I don't either.
And I don't condone people acting like violence is cool. But I also have to say this. And I seen somebody say it on Instagram, and I was like, this is very true. We were a quarter or an inch away from having a new America.
What you mean by that?
A quarter of an inch closer, former President Donald Trump probably would have been dead.
And what do you mean by that having a new America?
Because somebody will claim that it was someone from either a different side of the party was the person involved. And we do not know this, right? There's speculations and talks about the person who did kill, who did not kill, I'm sorry, who did attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump. No matter how much you don't like a person, you should never have to go to that point.
Nah, not at all. Not at all, man.
Now, the flip side of it. When I first saw it, it was almost like, I would say, it was unreal. Me and my cousin was talking. I was like, is this staged?
That's what a lot of people thought. That's what a lot of people thought.
Like, and the reason why I say that is the stage is because of the fact that we know there's the sympathy votes out there. And then there's the people who, you know what I'm saying, who wants to see this man, you know what I'm saying, go get every vote that's out there possible. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that he doesn't, what I'm trying to be nice about it. But it seemed like ever since that happened, everything has been going in this man's favor, right?
Yes.
You feel me? His case got dismissed earlier today.
I saw that.
Running mate, the person who was actually against him, who was not a non-Trump supporter, he said he wasn't a MAGA hat wearer at all, right? But he also was a Republican runner. And then it's like his
who did he pick? Sorry, I've been moving and grooving all day. I missed it.
I don't have it up on me, but he picked the young man that let's find it. I might as well just go to it. All you have to do is type in TRUMPVP. Is right there. That was trending. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance.
I am not familiar.
But Ohio is a big state.
J.D. Vance, thanks, Toto.
Yeah, Ohio is one of them states.
Investing in real estate, appreciate you. They would IG let me know. They like, man, you don't know? 39-year-old. Oh, he young.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, he's trending too.
The plot thickens. Oh, he's trending.
He's trending. Yeah, 55 things to know about J.D. Vance, Trump's GI. Day one live updates. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. So think about it like this, because Trump can't go if Trump wins the election. He can't run for another seat because he already been president. Am I correct?
Yeah, you asking the wrong person. IG, chime in on that. I feel like I got some political experts on IG right now. I don't know.
So if so, this gentleman will be the vice president. Usually the vice president is the one who runs after their
pass the baton, baby.
So he would be 44. I mean 43. Because he's 39.
Yeah.
And then if he runs, and like I said, I'm thinking long term here, right?
So when you were saying the New America, right? I was watching another podcast, and they were saying that if he would have, passed away, we would have went to civil war. And I was like, that's very dangerous to say stuff like that, right? Because you do have your radicals out there.
Yeah.
And maybe he's right. But for me, what scared me when he said that was, is that how some of us think in this country, man? Like, to think that, granted, that's completely wrong, right? I don't want that to happen. I don't care if you like them, dislike them, right, wrong, indifferent, but no one deserves that. But does the country deserve that type of mentality? You know what I'm saying? Because like when I heard him say that, it took me back to the Rodney King riots. Remember that? Because we was of age when that happened, right? Dude, I remember when National Guard was walking up and down our streets when all that stuff was happening. Even back then, I get it, right? I understand the frustration, right, of being oppressed and everything we were going through. But do we burn down our own city and our resources that we need? Man, we can't get no milk when we burn down our own stores.
Let me tell you something. Former President Donald Trump has the influence of a Tupac to a certain generation. What happened when Tupac passed? It was a division of hip hop split. East Coast, West Coast beef, right? Prior to the Tupac beef.
Prior
to him dying. It was East Coast, West Coast beef, right? Because one person was very loud and proud about how they felt about the other side.
Yeah.
Then when this side, who was very loud and proud about the other side, passed away, everybody on this side was like, F that side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about logical thinking. It's about emotion.
Yeah.
And anger.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. That's what happened.
And I brought up that the riots from our, back what was that, 92?
92.
92?
Yeah.
That was my reference point, right? Like, it scared me too, because I'm like, ooh, if that attempted assassination was successful, I'm thinking what we saw in LA at a grand national scale. That's scary, dog. That's scary.
It's extremely scary. And I know there's talks about the country should be coming together. Let's forget the politicals, this and politicals that. And yeah, we should come together.
We should.
But people feel how they feel about our president and our former president. People feel how they feel.
You're gonna feel how you feel.
You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna change you at the polls. It shouldn't change you. Like those who are undecided, they want to give a sympathy vote. And I'm talking about like it's not bringing one side over to the other. Like if you blue, you ain't switching to red just because of what happened. If you red, you damn sure not switching over to blue for what's happened. But if you in that middle, it's gonna be like, oh, why did they want to do this to him? And then now they're gonna start looking into over here a lot.
Yep.
And so then now you have one side trying to be sympathetic or empathetic to
a little bit of empathy goes a long way. A long, dude.
Yeah.
But I said this before.
Dude, and sidebar, I had so many jokes I wanted to put out there. I had jokes, bro. Like I was like, okay, where his? I'm not even gonna say him. I'm going because God was telling, man, bro, I prayed. Thank God I prayed because I was gonna go in on the jokes, but I was like, not jokes about him, not jokes about him being shot. It's jokes about what happens to people who got shot and stayed alive.
You know, there's been a lot of comparisons with 50 Cent.
Like I was about to say,
you've seen the memes out there, but I said it before, man. The moment he got them charges, there's a few communities that can now relate to him, right?
Yeah.
Now you stack that on top of it. He got shot and survived. I think that aperture got even wider. Now there's even more people that can relate to this guy. Man, they was shooting at me too. They was trying to hit me with these trumped up charges too. No pun intended. But and then so I'm gonna hit you with this one right here.
Yeah. Now
the rhetoric can be, he took that bullet for America. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a veteran, that hits. There's no way you can unspin that and say that he didn't take that bullet for America. I'm gonna tell you right, hey man, there ain't nothing that the Democrats could do to outshine that.
I don't know, because Corey,
nada.
The guy named Corey who actually died from the ricochet of the bullet that chipped off of the prompter that was meant for him. That guy. Nobody's talking about him.
No one. And that's sad. Hey, sad.
He's the one who was there to voice. I mean,
condolences to the family, by the way.
Yeah, condolences to the family, and condolences to there was a few other people who got hurt as well. You should never want to go to something like that and have to worry about your safety.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But the gentleman who did pass away, his mom, I'm not gonna say mom or wife. His people probably knew, like, hey, I'm going to the rally and I'll be back. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
No tomorrow for him. You know what I'm saying? He's not seeing all the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? He didn't live past that moment. What I say, and not to be morbid or to sound bad or anything, is just the fact that when I saw former President Donald Trump get up and start saying fight, I'm like, I had a lot of things going through my mind. He didn't get up and say, is everybody else okay? No, he didn't do that. He didn't get up. Even the Secret Service was trying to put your hand down, damn it. No, yeah. So come on. At what cost are we going to start realizing that the reason why you guys hold these positions is for your people? It is. And to be fair, who knows if he knew that happened though? Right. Adrenaline is rushing. You know what I mean? Like I gotta share this though. Mitchie Smooth said got shot, convicted felon, and multiple baby mamas. There's a lot of people that can relate to that. I'm just saying. I know. Look, since Mitchie said it, I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off it. And he also got a shoe. He brought out some shoes last year, right?
He did have his own shoes.
$3,000, right? And now
$3,000 for those shoes.
3,000 pairs of shoes. People buying them. They sold out.
And he was on a reality show. I mean,
reality show, shoes. What it was? What is it? He got felonies.
Got shot, multiple baby mamas.
All he needed is a record deal, and then
I was waiting for that to come out. All right, man, I want the album to drop. Yeah. Hey, I will wait up for that album like I waited up for Cardi B.
Look. Whoa. So 50 decides to do a tour. 50's on tour, right? And 50 goes and oh my God, he goes and perform Many Men with a picture of the album Get Rich Die Trying with Donald Trump on the cover of his face.
You know, hip hop has always had this affinity for Trump. I know it went down when he, went for president, we acted like we didn't love him, but there were plenty of references in hip hop. I'm up like Donald Trump. That like there was all kind of stuff that we were saying. I think that old thing is back, man. I think it's back.
Honestly, I don't think it left. I think so here's the thing.
Who shot me? Mr. Smooth said that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that part. But it's so many things. It's like, man, let's just go ahead and move on with the next thing, because this is gonna get played out. Like his businesses, his stock shares, all of them things shot up.
Stock went up. The stock price went up, baby. It's up.
Like the Dow Jones was at its highest all year as of today.
I'm throwing it out there, man. Hey, the Democrats got their work cut out, because there's how can you outdo this, man? I mean, granted, I don't think none of this was planned. None of it was the rules. No, none of that. But unfortunately for the other side, this makes for a hell of a story. Yeah. And at the Game of Thrones, right?
Ooh.
Remember at the end of Game of Thrones when we got our say what?
You talking about Jon Snow?
No, who became the king? And why did he become the king?
Wait a minute, that's not the end. You talking about episode 8?
The last episode of the original.
The Targaryen girl. She became she sat on the throne and she sent Jon Snow back to the wall.
But what happened? No, man, he got sent to the wall.
All right, let's look. Trust me, I always, because when I saw the last episode of Game of Thrones, I was really, really peed off at the whole end season, because it was like they did not do their best.
They didn't do us justice. They did not do us justice.
Jon Snow survived everything, and old girl ended up sitting back on the Iron Throne, and all them councils, the people that he fought to save the people he fought for and save their lives, when he was supposed to be sit on the throne, he was too honorable, and they sent him back to serve at the wall. And that's why I always say, don't be Jon Snow. Don't be loyal to a fault. And that's what he was. Loyal to a fault. The key word in there, fault.
I forgot his name, but it was actually his brother. The one that was in the wheelchair. Yeah, I forget his name. It wasn't Joffrey, was it?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't Joffrey. Well,
he can't let it go, huh?
See, I can't let it go. Either way, at the end of the day, when they said the reason why he should become king is because he had the best story.
Yeah,
he got the best story, man. Story sell. Facts tell, story sell. Trump got the story. Biden ain't got that, dog. He ain't got the story, man. And we could. Do you think there will be riots after Trump incident? I think if he didn't survive, I think so.
There would have been a massive.
There would have been massive riots across the country if he did not survive. Because his fans would not have gone for it, man. No. But I think we're okay because he made it. Thank goodness.
You said something key.
Go ahead.
What?
Because his fans.
Yeah, not supporters. Supporters are the people who want to go. Here's the difference between a supporter. A supporter would put money behind you. Mm-hmm. A fan is fanatically.
I'm there.
Crazy. They're like, Trump. I'll buy his $3,000 shoes. Trump. I'll lick his bloody ear. No, those are fans. So his fans, they will go crazy. His supporters.
Oh yeah. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Tech 9. I can't help but to make hip hop references. Underground King, but he has a cult following. Yes. Those Tech 9 fans, they gonna show up no matter what, and that's what Trump has. That's what Trump has.
And hey, that's key to a successful business person. Anything. Look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry made that plain.
Hell of a story. Hell of a story.
Jay-Z.
Hell of a story.
He ain't cutting no codes. He don't care who don't like him. You're gonna get what you get from him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even T.I. got that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do hip hop references and stuff like this. We might as well
this is what we do. That's part of technically speaking.
50 Cent. I read his book. Hustle Harder.
Hustle Harder. Yeah, the good one.
All right,
good one.
So what he said made sense. he transitioned his Get Rich or Die Trying fans, all his music fans. When he transitioned to Power,
I'm with him.
All of them followed him.
I'm there. Yup.
When G Unit came out with the shoes with Reebok, all of them had it.
I would have had it, but I was broke at the time, so paying child support. So my G Unit monies went to child support. So
G Unit.
I was G Unit. I was G Unit because I didn't have the money.
Yeah, but I mean, I bought a pair. You know what I'm saying? I think those shoes were very, very nice and neat from Reebok.
Oh yeah.
I bought those, and I bought.
Bring them back, 50. Bring them back.
Yeah. He did. He got his own imprint, and he did bring out the 50 Cent G Unit shoes. But I say that to say this: we, as a people, we like who we like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's even the same with us when we watch television. We know Denzel gonna be in the movie. We're gonna go see it. We don't know the story plot.
Yeah, I'm going just because it's Denzel.
It's Denzel.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You want to go there, you go home.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
To wrap this up, like Biden's presidency, I couldn't help it. It's a wrap, man. I'm sorry. Unless the Democrats could come up with something like extraordinary, it's a wrap, man. It is a wrap. But I will say this. If he does win, which I think he will, because I don't think there's anything the Democrats can do, I hope his team can bring some type of unity. And I say that I got some veterans on IG. I see y'all out there. For anyone that's ever lived overseas, especially Asia, did 2 years in Korea. That national pride was something I've never seen here in the U.S. You out there, you Korean. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And there's so much pride about their culture and their customs and their ways. If you're a foreigner, they're going to make sure you comply. Yeah. I remember, because out there in public transportation, you can't talk. And if you talk, an Ajima's going to shush you. She don't care what you in our country, you going to follow the way we do things, right? I would love to see that. To an American is an American. I feel like we get so focused on you're Black American, Asian American. We should just remove the precursor and just be American. I hope whoever gets that seat next can do a better job bringing us together, man. Because right now, we ain't united, dog. We is not united. And that lack of unity is the reason why, to Toto's question on IG, is there could have been a riot. If we were united, maybe we would have what's the word? Mourn together. I would like to see the rhetoric of we would have mourned together if he did not survive versus we gonna tear this country apart. And I'll leave it at that.
Guess who has a TikTok?
Say what now?
Guess who has a TikTok?
Who got a TikTok?
JD Vance. And the real Donald Trump.
You brought it back. Top 9 mixtape coming soon. That's from Unstoppable Blessing. I love it. I want to say I'm on that. Hey, shout out to Unstoppable Season and Toto. He said high context and low context culture differences. This is true, man. This is true. We have I feel like we have a low context culture right now. I don't know if that's what you could get into, but that's how I'm taking that.
Only reason why I mentioned that is because I told you the people who say TikTok is going to be the people who sit in that seat.
No, I'm seeing it. Like I said, I didn't believe that at first. Yeah. I'm not going to do it, though. You just thought me. Maybe nope, I ain't going to do it. I'm going to treat this like fine. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. Trump 9? Dude, man, Unstoppable Blessing or Unstoppable Season. I always it looks like Blessing at the end. You know what? Because you are a blessing, brother. Yeah. But anyway, that'd be dope if Tech 9 came out with that. Trump 9. That'll be a dope mixtape. Hey, let us get 5% off of that.
Man, I'm saying. I won't wear a MAGA hat, but I will wear a Tech 9 hat.
What else we got off script, man? What else we talking about off script?
All right. So back to the off script. Argentina beats Colombia for the it's the Copa America Championship.
Copa America. Okay.
And in this challenge, before the game even started, oh my God, it was Florida. There was people jumping over stadiums, climbing the stadiums, trying to get inside this game. And it looked like it was a real battle left and right.
Are you talking real football?
No, well, I'm talking Argentina versus Colombia. And I don't want to disrespect them and call them soccer because it's
football.
Called football.
Hey, everybody else in the world call it football. It's the real football from what I've heard around the world.
And Messi, one of the highest players in the football game, left the game in the second half with an apparent right leg injury.
Ooh.
And they still won. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Argentina for
Shout out to Argentina.
Doing y'all
real quick
thing.
On IG, Toto Tony said we're still a young nation. That was on the last topic we was talking about. I wanted to make sure that was heard. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, we are still a young nation, and we only getting younger if we get this president in who has a 39-year-old.
You did that.
39-year-old vice president. 39-year-old vice president. That's gonna be kind of hard to digest, but. You know what?
Is it? Hey man, we get smarter at younger ages these days, man. You always want the next generation to be better.
I'm not mad at a young vice president because Kamala Harris is only 55. So if she was to succeed, if she was to succeed Biden, if she wins the presidency, if that was the case, let's say Biden.
If boy.
Yeah, that's longer than two letters, brother.
If. That's the if.
Yeah. I know. But look, with all this Project 25 talking, I did not want to drag that into this because of the fact that I wanted to move.
That was gonna be the original off topic. Topic.
It was.
Things happen so fast.
Yeah. Because of the fact that things are happening. Like, do I feel bad for Donald Trump? I feel bad for anybody who gets shot. Even if a dog got shot, I feel really bad. Nobody should feel that type of pain. However,
Miss C,
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at things like this. We need young people in office that can relate because America is a young country.
You've been saying that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know what I'm saying, former President Donald Trump probably heard one of our podcasts and was like, let's get somebody
young. Let me get someone young. We did say that. We did say that. He connected to the streets though, so he got his ears to the street, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
The problem is he needs to get himself connected with the business too. Because a lot of his business people are kind of like, you know what I'm saying, pitchforking Donald Trump before all of this happened. Let's just be honest. His business acumen has not been great. Like foreclosing businesses almost every year. Now I understand it's a business move for financial gain, but those are some people who vote too. You know what I'm saying? But
not enough of them.
Nah.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
So we talking about Project 25, or we gonna skip it out of respect? What we doing?
Nah, bro, we ain't gonna skip it out of respect.
Oh. My bad.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, like Mitch told, like Cream told Mitch, people get shot every day, B.
People get shot every day.
You know what I'm saying? And that is exactly what he said. He said, but I
can't say it because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube. You can't say that. I think they'll flag us on IG and Facebook too. We can't say it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Project 25 then, man.
Yeah.
What's popping with that?
All right, so with Project 25.
First things first, what is it?
Okay, it's a 900-page letter proposal.
Keep it real, I ain't reading that.
Yeah, no.
Give me the footnotes.
Yeah, well, the footnotes is trying to retract a lot of civil rights, a lot of things that was done with civil rights, parental rights, not parental rights, like LGBTQ rights, what was it? DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, those rights. Roe versus Wade has already been turned over, but other things as well. And it's not, and even though Trump says he has no knowledge of it, the people who presented Project 25, you guys can look it up yourself. It was people from his. I think it was 60 people from his cabinet.
It was a lot of supporters, cabinet, affiliates, associates, everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, and they saying that this is going to go into effect right now. Well, not right now. Once he gets the presidency.
So it's basically like a playbook on how to run the country, basically.
How to run the company? No, because you gonna run. You talking about having turmoil in the streets, bro. What did I tell you about the voice of the unheard? They right. Yeah.
They gonna write.
So if we get this, if Project 25 actually happens, bro, we gonna have a civil war. We're gonna have a civil war internally. Like, ain't nobody gonna be out on no fields. No, people gonna be going into the other hoods doing what they do. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, so
you can't
one
have
thing,
a red president and a blue president. You gotta have one president.
You gotta have one president. I tell you what, man. One thing that stood out to me, that when I kind of just skimmed through everything was just outlawing the abortion pill, Plan B pill, getting rid of all of that. Let me see. And here's my thing with that, right? I believe in choice, right? I support that. But the thing with this, right? What I see, when you get people that's not from the hood, right? They don't understand what we go through and struggle coming up out of the hood, right? A lot of things that keep us down is, man, we be having babies we can't afford, man. So it's like, when I was reading this, the first thing that popped up to me was, all right, so you want to take away that right to have that choice. You gonna help us take care of these babies? Because it's like, on one hand, you like, nah, you can't exercise that right. But then at the same time, are those be the same people that's against like the welfare programs, right? Historically, Republicans do not support those programs. So it's like 9 times out of 10, it's normally gonna affect the poorer community, right? And our communities tend to fit that description, right?
Right.
So it's like, I can't help but to think about the prison, the school to prison pipeline, because you keep people in those struggles. What's gonna happen? If I'm hungry, I might rob you straight up.
Right.
So like, that's the type of stuff I'm like, I don't know about that, dog.
Yeah, and then here's the thing: a lot of people are benefiting from and we talked about this last week, but again, about the student loan forgiveness. That's under that clause too. You feel what I'm saying? You knocking that out. Then you also thinking about redlining. You know what I'm saying? People just, they can't afford to. I mean, they can afford, but they're discriminated based off of race, gender, color.
Well, let's be real. That's already happening in California.
Right. It's
really real.
But think about it, putting it in everywhere in the United States.
Well, what you're saying really is bringing it back. Because it's been there before.
Yeah, bring it back. I mean, I don't think, and then here's the problem. Not too many people talking about it. And then when they are talking about it, they're talking about it in a granular thing. I guarantee you, the first person, I'm not going to do it because I don't have time, patience, or energy to be able to go through that thing. One day, go through 5 of that pages all the way up to the election, and break it down. The people who do that and put it up on a platform, their views will shoot up.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get their audience. They'll hit the target audience. The thing about it is, what do you do by bringing it to light? You got people who are affected, but they gonna say, I want to vote Trump because I don't believe in abortion. Okay, you don't believe in abortion, and you want to vote for Trump. I get what you're saying. However, do you also believe in all the other stuff he's thinking about? And I'm not knocking. I'm not, again.
Well, I will say this. I hope that if he wins it, which I feel like he has a strong chance now, in light of everything that just happened, I hope he chooses not to follow that and he does his own thing, because it's not just skimming through that. It's not looking good for underserved communities. Right. The hood. Just keeping it real, man. Yeah. Keeping it real. So let's see. I mean, time will tell, man.
Now here's the thing. I don't want to. because it seems like we're leaning towards the blue, right?
So I gotta share what Unstoppable Season said. He said, "Poor gonna get hit the hardest. They don't really care about us." MJ, I remember that song.
Love that song.
Great song.
And if you listen to the words, I think that's one of the reasons why people was really trying to behind the scenes do away with Michael Jackson. Period. And when he was about to go on tour, and by him going on tour, what was that? 2009. 2009.
I remember that. I was in Korea.
Yeah. Some of the powers that be was like, nope. You can't tell me a man like that, a powerful man like him, to go out the way he did. All these powerful men that, and I don't know if they don't know that they're that powerful or not, but if you're an artist and you can make people faint and drop dead after just a look, like jump off a stage and be like, and then people just start falling. Oh no! Okay, you need to know your power, but then also protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's another artist out there who has super duper influence and power throughout the entire West Coast community. I will not say his name out of protection and respect for him, but he definitely moves like you're supposed to move.
Mm-hmm.
I pop out and then I'm out.
Hey, the boogeyman, certified boogeyman.
I ain't saying his name. I respect him too much for him to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But definitely, like you gotta when you got power, bro, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to make sure you have the powerful people around you to protect you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. So final thoughts on off script. Well, no, just that one topic. The what was that thing called again? We got some Project 2025. Last thoughts on that, man.
Do your research. Make sure you're aware and what just do your research, be aware.
Good point. I will say that to minority communities, read that thing, because like I said, he's connecting with a lot of people right now. So if you were some of those people that were on the fence, take a look at Project 2025 and make sure you make an informed decision, please.
Let me ask you a question. You're in the military, you know this, right?
Veteran. Was in the military.
Look, you was in the military. But the stuff that you learn, there's a lot of things that will not go away. I'm a civilian. So in the event that, let's say, former President Donald Trump wins the White House, right? And then our country ends up going to war. As long as we are at war, he cannot be removed, right? Because he's a sitting president.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that. Okay. We would have to do some research on that. Okay, I honestly don't know how that plays out.
Maybe the veterans.
I will say this: I typically choose to be neutral on presidents, because when I was in, we couldn't say anything derogatory against the commander in chief anyway. So I'm just, by habit, I don't say much negativity about any sitting president. It's just, I guess you could say I was groomed. But I will just point out certain things. That's why I tend to be like, I don't ever have a preference. I'm just like, what you doing for me and my community? Yeah, that's all I care about. I'm not red. I'm not blue. I'm purple. I'm purple, baby.
I'm independent.
I'm independent.
Yeah.
So no, I don't know. To be honest, but that's why typically you don't get me saying too many positive and or negative things about one candidate. That's just how I was kind of groomed, man.
Yeah, and that's good, because that means like you're unbiased. And
definitely vote. Definitely got to do that.
Yeah,
so that came from Toto Tony. Got to vote. Get out there and vote.
You know what I am proud of about now is people are comfortable saying who to vote for. Because back then when we had the vote, I'm not telling you who to vote for, but you need to vote. You hear that coming from somebody like Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he had the campaign.
He was rocking that
vote or die.
Yeah.
That was his campaign, right?
Wish so was. Oof.
And wasn't that when Donald Trump was in office? When Donald Trump won the presidency? That's the thing.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Either way.
He was doing it for a while. Right.
And now you know what I'm saying? people, like I've seen people saying Project 2024 is right now. Vote blue, vote for Biden Harris. And you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the fact that people are standing on a square or standing on business and saying what they're saying and just allowing the backlash. Because for a long time, people would say, go vote. I don't care who you vote for, but vote. That don't make sense because of the fact that if you don't care who they vote for, you just having them exercising the right ignorantly.
I would say vote for whoever you think is the best for you.
Right. Don't let
I'm not gonna try to sway anybody. When I vote, I'm voting for who I feel like has my best interest in mind. If your policies align with my best interest, guess what? You got my vote.
Yeah. And that's how it should be.
And that's how it should be. And we shouldn't be bickering amongst each other just because we have a difference of opinions. Yeah. Hey, man, it's okay to agree to disagree, but let's be civil, man.
Let's keep it civil.
Keep it civil. Do you, boo-boo? That's why we got this whole freedom thing, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. For now. Yeah.
For now. Damn.
Hopefully
we keep this freedom thing. Say what now? Unstoppable season. Just read that Google buying cybersecurity startup called Wiz, possibly for $23 billion. Should I buy some shares on Acorn? Technically speaking, what do you think? Very good question. I'm not tracking that. And let me what's the word I'm looking for? Disclaimer. There you go. Disclaimer. I am not a professional investor. I can't give advice and none of that. I just understand cybersecurity because I've been doing it for a while, right? I'll offer you this. Cisco recently bought Splunk, right? And Splunk is a cybersecurity tool. When that happened, I bought some shares in Cisco because I understand Splunk and I understand the growth and where they're going, right? When you understand everything that's going on with AI, the infrastructure supporting AI, which is the cloud, and the money that all the big four, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Apple, the money that they're investing in data centers to support AI, right? You got to secure everything that AI is doing. It might be a smart investment, but I will say this: I need to see those financial statements, right? Because I wouldn't put like NVIDIA, right? I did buy stock in NVIDIA just because of everything I just shared, right? But if you look at their financial statements, they making money. I would definitely say do that due diligence. Make sure their financial statements make sense. Make sure they don't have crazy debt.
And look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's less than to buy 5 shares, if it's less than $100, buy it. Why not? You gonna waste $100 to getting coffee at the end of the month? I
done spilled more money on spilled liquor.
Exactly. You probably bought something on Amazon. You got to return with $100.
Man, I got something on Amazon. I forgot. I missed my window to return it. It's sitting right. I could have bought me some of that. Who was that? Google? Is that Google stock?
He said Wiz.
Google. He's buying. Google is buying Wiz.
Yeah.
So that would be Google stock, I believe, huh?
You buy the Wiz stock because the Wiz stock is cheaper if Google's buying it. That way the money be able to go increase when the company is already folded, right?
Well, there you go. You know what? And thinking, and also too, when going back to the big four, the Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google's trying to play catch up in a lot of areas, right? Google, they're good at what they do, but they've been trying to play catch up with Gemini, right? To try to catch up with OpenAI. And I'm thinking this is a move to kind of counter Cisco, right? That's what I'm seeing. Nice. About to get on that Cisco play right now. I'll make sure I do that due diligence. Yes, please. I make an informed decision, man. And I would say the tech space, man, it ain't going nowhere, man. I will. You know what? When we had Brandon on, he made a very good point, and that resonated with me. He said, right, taking it back to the gold rush, right? Doing the gold rush, you don't want to be the person that's showing people where the gold is. You want to be the person
with the
selling them a shovel.
I
bought that NVIDIA stock because they sell the shovels. Everyone needs their chips. No matter how you play it. Use that as like the sanity check, right? Do a sanity check is this something that could possibly be a shovel? Huh?
Yeah. Because if it is, baby, get the digging.
Get the digging, man.
Get the digging.
Good question, though. That was a really good question. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's spin it back, though. Let's spin it back. Off, you know what I'm saying? Off the script is done.
Off the script is done. Yeah, we took that one for.
We don't win. We don't win everywhere but straight with that. But in the meantime, between time, AI robots are really offing themselves, and not with a button. Somebody tell me why? Why? Because they do me that way.
Because they do me that way. All right. So according to CNBC, there was an AI robot that was assigned to the South Korea Gumi City Council. And the robot had a shift. He worked from or she, I don't know what it identified as, worked from 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 every single day, delivering documents for the council, right? Witnesses said that one day the robot was just circling around, then finally it threw itself off the stairs. My interpretation of that is this robot said, F this job. I'm out.
Yeah. I'm out. So with that being said, is it fair to say the robot unalived themselves?
The robot unalived itself. It unalived itself.
So it's prime example that you overwork anything, it will shut down.
It will shut down. I think that brings light to this whole work-life balance discussion.
Yeah.
This robot said, I don't need this job.
Look, let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. It started before it malfunctioned. It was going in circles like
it was going.
And I bet you they were in a circle of room, and the robot probably was saying, "Which one am I going to destroy? Which one am I going to destroy?" He probably had data, and he was like, "Well, which one am I going to destroy? Which one am I going to destroy? Which one?" And then somebody with some smarts was like, "He's thinking about hurting us. Let's go ahead and just send him to the stairs." Click.
Dude.
Click.
You know what I'm gonna say, man? I think this is proof that, man, but AI don't want our jobs, man. It doesn't want our jobs.
They don't want equal pay. They just want to exist. Okay.
They just want it. They don't want our jobs, man.
Bruh. So what you saying? If a person works if a human, not an AI, works 9 to 6
every day,
they're going to unalive themselves.
Maybe they may feel like they want to.
Yeah, they're gonna go in circles first for about an hour. They're gonna be like, "Who am I gonna unalive?
Yeah, man.
Who am I gonna unalive? Who am I gonna unalive?"
And you can't blame them for feeling like that either.
You can't.
For real.
But here's the thing: do AI have feelings?
That's a tough one to answer because in light of this robot offing itself, I don't know, man. That's a tough one to call.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm just thinking, right? It's like computers can stay on for hours and hours and time. You know what I'm saying? They go to sleep mode, right? But then you click on your computer, it pops back up. But an actual AI that just throws himself off the stairs, who is to blame for that?
Ooh, good question.
You feel me? It's like, do you blame the program? Do you blame the chip? Who do you blame? Do you blame
the staff that potentially overworked it?
Yeah.
Who do you blame for someone that gets overwhelmed at work because they would just push too hard? Who do you blame there?
I blame superiors. Pointblankperiod.com. Because you know why? Just being real, me having a business and me working for a business, the person who above you, that's the person who's responsible for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if that person above you, I've had some bad managers, and I'm like, when their superiors sit down and talk with me, I do respect the chain of command, so I will never throw anybody under the bus. 48 laws of power is never outshine the master. However, when you ain't my master no more, he did it.
Yep. What's
that?
Nah, man. You know, to be honest, hey man, this might bring up discussion of like AI rights, man. I mean,
yeah.
hey, mark my word, that's coming soon. But yeah, man, I think that AI, they don't want our jobs, man. So people that's in a crisis, it's gonna take all of our jobs. No, it won't. They don't want it. So
it's gonna take. Find something that you can do so it won't be replaced. You won't be replaced.
We keep saying that. Make yourself irreplaceable. So we got one more topic before we wrap this thing up. And this one, I'm hollering at all my parents out there, especially with kids that like to play Roblox. Your kids play Roblox?
No.
You don't let them play Roblox?
Nah, bro. My kids, all right. So here's the thing. My son, highly intelligent. My daughter, my oldest daughter, highly intelligent.
They got you as a father, man. That's expected. Come on, man.
For sure. And but they sneaky. You know what I'm saying? They learn how to play video games online without having a username. And they created a Roblox account, Roblox account with fake names, fake everything, right? Fake username, fake birthday, and all that stuff. So that showed me that I can't trust them online. So until I can't. And they're 12. Maybe when they get older, we could probably.
Kids will be kids. Kids will be kids.
Yeah, but look at what happened with Roblox. Talk to them. Tell them.
All right, no, you bring up a good point. Right? So according to Tech Radar, Roblox announced that all of their users that attended their Roblox developer conference between 2022 and 2024 had their information compromised by hackers. If you went to any of those conferences, you got your information. It's out there. It's about 10,386 users, right? And the dangerous thing about that, right? To Corey's point, right? What I want y'all to know and take this with y'all parents. If you're just giving your kids your phone and letting them run and do what they do, be careful. Monitor them, because hackers, man, there's no honor amongst thieves. There was a day when hackers had some type of code of ethics. That's gone now.
Yeah.
Some back in the day when it came to hacking groups, kids were off limits, religious institutions were off limits, government institutions were off limits. There's no rules anymore when it comes to hackers. And what happens all the time is hackers, they're just trying to find a way in. If they know that the majority of the users of Roblox are children, and they know children aren't looking out for phishing emails, they're not looking out for malware, they're not looking out for malvertising, right? They're going to come into the weakest link, and then once they get into your phone, right? Think about that. They trying to leverage or take advantage of something like a TikTok that can monitor your other apps and find some of your banking information. If you got a cryptocurrency wallet, they're going for that cryptocurrency wallet, right? So that's the threat I need our folks to look out for. And to your point, right? Don't trust them kids, because kids will be kids. And you can mess around and lose the money in your crypto wallet or your actual bank account if you're not paying attention. So,
or you may end up, your identity may end up on the dark web. And that could go all kind of different places, right? So just be wary of that. Watch out for that. Monitor them kids like Corey, right? And then we got one question, another good question from Unstoppable Season. He said, what's the likelihood AI turning Skynet on us? Very likely. It's happening. It's gonna happen. I always tell, look, it may not go to that grand gesture, but I always tell everybody this. These movies that you've seen, Eagle Eye, Total Recall, all these things, people get ideas and they try to recreate these ideas into reality.
True.
Elon Musk is trying to go to Mars. Don't that sound like Total Recall?
Sound like Total Recall to me. Hey man, look, the fact that we got screens that we could use, that's Minority Report. Remember that Minority Report?
And even XXX, remember XXX, the one with Samuel Jackson and Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
They were FaceTiming on the two-way. I was
Good point. Now, the one thing I will say is this. I got to do it. Put my governance hat on. So, We talked about it last episode and a few episodes before that. The whole point of this whole governance thing, that's what that's there for. Policies, they are the check and balance, right? That's the check and balance. The government is working on that. I can only speak for the U.S. because I'm only familiar with all laws and policies, especially when it comes to cyber. That's the check and balance, man. They're pushing out and pumping out these policies to try to prevent that. Can't prevent everything, right? Something might go Optimus Prime on us, like Toto's just said. But that's the whole purpose of what's going on in DC, to create these policies to prevent that from happening. We cannot make this thing too damn smart. We can't do it, man. We can't do it.
You're always supposed to be smarter than the smartphone.
Yes. Hey, it's like you said last episode, the flesh is the best, man. So
yeah. I can use that in other places.
This game, hey, use that on next. But very good question. Does it have the potential? I think so, long term, but we need to be smart about what we're doing, man. And we got to get the policies pushed out there, man, to protect ourselves. And I believe that's we're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah. Appreciate that. Unstoppable Season said, love the show, great content, fam. TVG and CG, thank you too, brother. And everybody on IG, thank you, because y'all been active. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Facebook, YouTube, especially those on YouTube. Like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you can know when the next episode is coming out. What's popping?
Leave a comment. Don't be shy. Don't be
scared. A comment. Well, they leaving them on Instagram, but YouTube and Facebook, don't be afraid to leave a comment. Good point. And chime in on the next one. So, Corey.
Yes.
Before we sign off, tell everyone how to get in contact with you, sir.
Sure, indeed. You can find me at Corey Giovanni on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and _ Corey Giovanni at X.
All right. And I am at Tech Von, at Tech _ Von _ Go on all platforms except for TikTok. And thanks again for joining us. That's it for this nice episode of Technically Speaking. Y'all be safe out there.
Peace.
Holla.